I want you to raise your hand if you know when the first anti-gun laws were passed in this country. Raise your hand if you do. 1865. You want to know when it happened? We fought a civil war in this country to give black Americans the equal protection under the law that we failed to secure them in 1776. But then you want to know what happened? Southern states passed anti-gun laws that stopped black people from owning guns. The Democrat Party then, as in now, wanted to put them back in chains.
I don't really see what one has to do with the other, especially and using the Civil War to talk about black Americans. That war was not fought for black people to have guns. That's not.
That war was fought for black people to have freedoms in this country. Yeah. Actually, that's why the Civil War was fought.
Okay.
And the sad part about it,
that wasn't fought for black people to have guns.
What's up, everybody? Major Retired Richard Ojeda here, and CNN host Don Lemon pulled no punches Wednesday morning and had GOP presidential candidate Vivek Ramaswamy bobbing and weaving trying to escape Lemon's haymakers. 2024 GOP presidential candidate Vivek Ramaswamy poked the bear on CNN this morning during a debate on gun rights for black Americans and really pissed Don Lemon off.
Black Americans today, to say that, compare that to 1865 and 1964,
I think for you to compare it to 1865 and 1964
is actually,
I think it's insulting to black people. It's insulting to me as an African American. I don't want to sit here and argue with you because it's infuriating for you to put those things together. It's not right. Your telling of history is wrong.
What part of the history was wrong? What part of the history was wrong?
That the Civil War was fought. You're making people think that the Civil War was fought for black people, only for black people to get guns.
It is a fact.
That's reductive.
It's not
and
reductive,
I think it's
Don.
insulting. There are a whole plethora of reasons that for the Civil War.
With due respect.
In an escalating exchange, the CNN host went after the anti-woke entrepreneur about his remarks last week at an NRA fundraiser that was attended by the Republican candidate and other losers like Kristi Noem. Lemon took offense to Ramaswamy's statements about Southern Democrats instituting gun laws to prevent African Americans from protecting their newfound rights in a post-Civil War era.
Black people secured their freedoms after the Civil War. It is a historical fact, Don. Just study it. Only after their Second Amendment rights were secured.
They were not secured their freedoms after the Civil War. That is not. You are discounting Reconstruction. You're discounting a whole host of things that happened after the Civil War when it comes to African Americans, including the whole reason that the Civil Rights Movement happened is because black people did not secure their freedoms after the Civil War, and that things turned around. People tried to change the freedoms that were supposed to happen.
And you know how they got it? They got their Second Amendment rights, and they actually got the NRA played a big role in that. But today, Don, the NRA
did not play a big role.
They trained black Americans how to use firearms.
That's a lie. That's not. The NRA did not play a big role.
This is just historical fact.
It's not historical fact.
The CNN host wouldn't relent and confronted Ramaswamy with the take on the Fox News defamation lawsuit. Lemon wanted the GOP shield to admit that what Fox did was wrong, but the fork-tongued shyster kept sidestepping and wouldn't give Lemon a direct answer.
The part that I find,
because you say it's historical fact,
the part that I find insulting is when you say today black Americans don't have those rights after we have gone through civil rights revolution in this country.
You are sitting here telling an African American about the rights and what you find insulting about the way I live, the skin I live in every day.
Here's where you and I have a different point of view.
Black and white that black people don't have in this country, and that black people do have.
Well, here's where you and I have a different point of view. I think we should be able to express our views regardless of the color of our skin. We should have this debate.
I'm not saying you
without me regarding
views,
you as a black man,
but
me regarding you as a fellow citizen. That's what I think we should see.
Whatever ethnicity you are, splaining to me
whatever ethnicity
about what it's like to be black.
Whatever ethnicity I am, I'll tell you what I am. I'm an Indian American. I'm proud of it. But I think we should have this debate. Black, white, doesn't matter.
I think we should have this
on
debate.
The content of the ideas.
If you're going to do it, you should do it in an honest way and in a fair way.
Don Lemon pressed on. You're not familiar with the case. You're not familiar with the lies about the 2020 election and about the election being stolen. You're running for president. Ramaswamy has pursued hundreds of restrictions on transgender people's medical care, sports participation, bathroom use, and more. He has accused social media companies like Twitter and Facebook of suppressing conservative voices. This guy is a raging jackaloon. He's in the race for the money. He wouldn't last one round in the octagon with the orange butterbean without being sat on. Vivek Ramaswamy, you are an anti-woke moron, and that is a fact. Sappers clear the way, airborne all the way.